Hello, wonderful people, and thank you for joining my channel today, Bubas Welt. Um, what I want to talk about today is ADHD. So, how I grew up, um, how I feel with this mental disorder, and also talking about a little bit about the society stigma with ADHD. And in my opinion, I grew up pretty good because my home city Hanover have a lot of green spot, and for my mental disorder, it's good to have environment where you have a lot of forest or parks and where you can stimulate it by a different environment. So because with my brain, it's wired differently than other people, and what it's good for me to understand is that I can kind of use my mental disorder because it makes me helps me in different situation actually. And in the book I bought now 4 books for me because these books I want to understand more about my ADHD, because how I grew up was more that I never didn't know what it's mean. um, I had just in my mind, oh yeah, I have 5 minutes where I'm super active. Probably it's kind of annoying a lot, but in the same time, it's just a short period of time and then I'm calm again. And this was my ADHD. It was not a full mental disorder or something for me, because this was just moments where this came out. Because also in my school time, everybody noticed because I get diagnosed when I was in the first grade, because one of my teacher, she said I had it, and then my mom went to psychiatrist, and I had occasional therapy and all that stuff. So I grew up with pretty well with ADHD, and as a kid that I know about it, but in the same time I didn't know about it. So because I never felt different to the other people, or to the other children, because my mom never did a huge or she didn't make different to that. She um I can see that she probably saw that I'm different, but in the same time, I would say my mom is different as well. So she had different approach to us as kids, and what she did automatically, sorry, sometimes for my bad English, but what she did in a automatic way is that we went a lot in parks, in forests. We was in so much nature, and then the schools we went, there was nature as well. It's probably because of the Hanover is pretty green, in my opinion. And these are all environmental things what helping ADHD to calm down, because if they go in nature, if they have a lot of outside time, they start to get calmed down with I still need to figure out what exactly calm down them. Probably with the hyper focus we have is that we see the different structure of a leaf, that we are not just seeing the leaf, we're seeing the structure of the leaf, the color of the leaf, the proportion of the leaf. So since we have in my books, or in the first book I'm reading now, seems that or says that we have like let me check, a roaming attention. So we seeing more stuff in in a short period of time. So this means that that actually our view of things can be more brightened or more wide, because we see not just one. We don't see just the leaf. We see actually the tree, the structure of the leaf. What I said previously, and that's for me kind more or kind of a superpower what I have. And since my mom went with us in the forest and all that, she naturally um, developed my ADHD in a positive way. And of course, I was in the school also. Sometimes I didn't understood several things. Then I get furious, impulsive. It was not easy always. But with the occasional therapy, I learned how to distract myself with not distracting other people. So what I did in school time was then I was drawing stuff. I was looking out of the window and just being calm. But of course, there was moments also, but I think it's all in my class that we are like folding paper airplanes and throw them and all that stuff. So it was not just me; it was several everybody. And this how I grew up with ADHD was really nice for me because my mom was strictly against like medication because she said no, we will try to have a natural way. And I think it's in a kid is my personal opinion that we shouldn't give this Ritalin or other medication to kids just to make it easier. If the kids is fine, but in the same time, I see a lot of kids when they taking it that they have a really hard personality change, and this is concerning me a lot because there are other ways to put the environment or to change the environment for children or for kids. And I think this what my mom did naturally, we should do it in a natural way. And we also try if it's good because our brain is still growing, and to interfere with medication can be that your kid will be a different path of way, but it will not disappearing. And I mean, if it's helping in our society, in our environment right now, then it could be good. But in the same time, we should listen to the kid if the kid feels good. If the kid feels good, it's fine. If the kid don't like it that much, we should try to do other ways and help the kid in another way. But like I say, this is my personal opinion. I'm not against medication because so many people get diagnosed later in when they are adults, and I think when the adult brain is there and and they get diagnosed, they can definitely have a stronger opinion because they are clear in mind what I can do and what I can't do. And if they feeling stressed or feeling that ADHD is not a good trait or more negative because of the stigma what ADHD have, then 100% go for it, take it, try if it helps you in our toxic environment, because how we grew up and how our society is built is definitely toxic because it's not a healthy environment. We should try to reconstruct our school system, how we work, and in all the balance of have a pretty good life. And I think right now we don't have that. It's coming, like with home office and all that stuff, that we are trying to more being clear how in which environment I want to go and what I want to do. And if in this environment where we are right now, that a medication can help you to more focus, to not get distracted and all that stuff, then the individual adult can decide it for themselves. And that's my opinion in that. And like I said, it's a personal one. And in all, this stigma of ADHD is that we have the impulsive, that we are overreacting, too emotional, and distracting easily and all that stuff. But in my opinion, we need to have a other focus on these traits, because for me they are more a superpower. I can do so many things in a short period of time because I get distracted as well. But then in this procrastination also, I actually want to do one thing, but then I do three other things, what helping me as well, like cleaning my room. Even I want to do a YouTube video, or cleaning my room, going out with my dog, cooking. So I have a different order. Even I actually wanted to make a YouTube video. So procrastination can be a hard thing as well, because even we like it, sometimes we if we don't get satisfied it or get the dopamine level up with this what we're doing, we procrastinate and go in different ways, because the attention rate what we need is always a higher one. We need to we do stuff with a reaction. So and this is not meaning that we are seeking for attention. It's more meaning that we're trying hard to do something and need the satisfied reaction of an audience, because our dopamine level most of the time is lower than if you don't have ADHD. And the thing here is that that's why a lot of ADHD people going for bungee jumping or for skydiving and all that risky stuff, kind of, where we get a huge dopamine and adrenaline level rising to feel like the kind of awake and alive, and in this opinion, or this in this way, that's what we have as ADHD, that we can be in several works that we perform really good because we have a different mind. We can observe pretty much more things than others, and then if we like it, we have the hyper focus, and then we can structure us. Even sometimes we get lost in our stuff because if we are not have any calendars or taking notes and all that stuff, we can be pretty fast getting lost. But in the same time, we observe a lot and develop us quicker when we are in an environment and in the job what we are liking. So, for example, I was working as a waiter, and my I made huge mistakes when I was like bored, when I didn't have that much customers. But when it's getting full, my attention was like, oh wow, I got so stimulated, my dopamine level went up, and I was actually performing way better than I had less people. So the stress level what we can have, it's sometimes a higher one. It's depending of the work what we are doing, and this I wanna point out here, because as a HDHD person, we need to find our niche to work with, and we should change our school system for that, because if we develop HDHD people that they can not doing 8 topics in school, just 3 topics in school, we can actually make a pretty nice person, I would say. And I think in general, this should be for everybody the case, to focus on the things what they love and where they have passion. And if we figure out where the passion lies in, then we can develop ADHD people actually to performers, to musicians, to singers with passion. And I think a lot of YouTubers actually have probably ADHD as well, because they get the attention of an audience and trying to rise, but in the same time, if the satisfying rate is not going up in one point, they probably close the YouTube channel and don't go further, because it's always hand in hand. I give you something, you give me like your attention, and I think we all like to have attention somehow with people. Introverts maybe sometimes not, but in any case, I wanna develop my HDHD to use it as a power and not as a stigma what is going around, that we are difficult children, we are difficult human beings sometimes, because we have the impulsivity and we thinking different, and sometimes that people don't understand us. It was so funny because in my previous job, I had a friend, or I have still a friend. He have ADHD as well, and when we are talking, the people get lost in our conversation, because the chat what we have is so quick, because we are like playing ping pong with our brains. And I would say this is super funny in my opinion, because then people can't really follow sometimes, but I love it. And yeah, I think this is from my side right now. If you have, like I said on the beginning, please comment. I would love to have your opinion about that, how you grew up, because I think a lot of people struggle with ADHD actually because we didn't develop how to treat us properly, how to being helpful to a kid who is have a lot of energy. I experienced it with my dog apparently because sometimes dog and owner are so linked with each other that yeah, on the beginning when he was smaller, he was like driving me crazy because as an adult right now, I'm more calm. So because actually environments and work and all that stuff, it's tiring me. But if you have a kid and you're tired with super energy, yeah, I can understand it can be really difficult, but you should be always in mind. It's your kid. Try to work the environment for your kid, not just because you're tired that you can't do it. No, try to enjoy the energy of your kid and develop this energy that your kid be happy and doing their stuff. And yeah, comment, like up if you like, and of course, if you wanna subscribe to me, I would appreciate that. See you. Bye bye.